I'll be leading you through a 60-minute yoga class today, focused on opening up your hips, lighting up your core, and getting into a couple of arm balances. This is an intermediate practice, but there will be plenty of modifications as well, so if you're more of a beginner, don't be afraid, you can still take this class. We will use a couple of props today. A yoga blanket is recommended. If you don't have a blanket, that's okay. You only need it for a few poses. Also need a strap or a strap alternative like a belt or a tie or a scarf. And finally, you'll need one block. And if you don't have a yoga block, you can use an empty box if you fill it with clothes to make it a little bit more sturdy, or a couple of books, or basically anything block shaped. So once you've got all of your props together, we will get started right away in a comfortable cross-legged seat. Once you find your seat, allow your palms to either rest facing down on your knees for grounding or up, symbolic of receiving. And close your eyes. Take some deep breaths into your belly. And take this time to get settled into your space. Turning your attention inward, away from any outside distractions. Make a little promise to yourself that you'll stay here in your body with your breath, even if it's only for this next hour. Our intent for today's practice is to find the light within you. Each and every one of us has a light inside. And so our practice today is all about rediscovering what it is that stokes that internal fire. What makes you feel most alive? Breathe that in. Let your light shine bright enough to light the way not only for yourself, but for all those around you who haven't quite found their own way yet. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide, into Baddha Konasana. And we'll start with a little pranayama called Kapalabhati, which means skull shining breath. Skull shining breath is basically an exhale through your nose. You'll rhythmically exhale out and pump the belly in and up as you exhale. Now make sure that you're not also inhaling. Your body will naturally inhale on its own, so you don't need to worry about getting breath in. It'll happen on its own. It'll sound like this. All right, so take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and then exhale, let all the breath go. Now inhale just to half capacity. And begin one round of 30. After your 30, take a deep breath in. And hold your breath at the top. Kapalabhati creates a lot of energy in the body, so we hold the breath immediately afterwards to allow that energy that you just created to soak in. And when you need to exhale, exhale softly out through the nose. All right, use your hands to help guide your knees in towards each other. We're going to take 2 different sets of abdominals. So the first set is called frog lifting through. The second set is called gate opener. Have your block handy, or if you don't have a block, if you're using a book or something else instead, roll up your yoga blanket and you can use that instead. And we're going to be using this in the second set of abs called gate opener. So you can wait on grabbing that, just have it close by. All right, lie down on your back and come down onto your side so that you can lay with your neck relaxed, and then roll onto your back. Now guide your knees in towards your chest, then open your knees out into a straddle. So your alignment here is knees in line with hips and ankles right in line with knees, almost like you're making a rectangular shape with your legs. Clasp your hands behind your head. Wrap your shoulders, pointing your elbows up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift your chest and shoulders up. Exhale, press your low back down into the mat. Lift your pubic bone up towards your ribs, pull low belly down, reach through your thighs. Now inhale, relax your low back, bring your pelvis back to neutral. You should feel a little space beneath your lower back. Exhale, press that low back down, curl tailbone up, curl your pubic bone in towards the navel, reach through your legs, pull belly down. Inhale, relax your pelvis, lift your chest and shoulders even higher. Last one, exhale, press low back down, curl pubic bone in towards the navel, reach through thighs, pull low belly down. Inhale, set your head down, place your hands outside of your thighs and bring your knees back in towards each other. All right, now for gate opener, either grab your block or your blanket and place that between your thighs right at the pubic bone. Now if you have any hamstring or lower back sensitivity, you might choose to do this in the same way that we did frog lifting through. If you don't have hamstring or low back sensitivity, instead, you'll reach your legs straight up into the air. Now, when we open outwards, you're either opening out into a straddle, or if you're taking the frog variation, you're starting with the knees bent and coming out into frog. All right, so reach your legs up or bend your knees if your hamstrings or low back are sensitive. Clasp your hands together behind your head. Inhale, lift your chest and shoulders up. Pause breath. Press your low back down, curl tailbone up, rotate your thighs inwardly to squeeze the block. Exhale, pull low belly down. Now inhale, lift your heart even higher, place your right hand on the block. Exhale, open your legs out into a straddle or frog shape. Lengthen tailbone down, press your pubic bone up towards the block and pull low belly down. Inhale, reach both legs back up, both hands behind your head. Pause your breath. Press low back down, curl tailbone up, squeeze the block. Exhale, squeeze the block a second time, pull low belly down. Now inhale, left hand on the block. Open your legs out into a straddle. Exhale, press low back down, press pubic bone up towards the block, pull low belly down. Inhale, reach both legs back up, both hands behind the head. Pause breath, low back down, tailbone up, squeeze block. Exhale, tailbone up a second time, squeeze block, pull low belly down. Inhale, right hand on the block, open your legs out into straddle. Exhale, press low back down, press pubic bone up towards the block, pull low belly down, reach through thighs. Inhale, both legs back up, hand behind head. Pause breath, low back down, tailbone up, squeeze block. Exhale, tailbone up again, squeeze block, pull belly down. Left hand on the block. Inhale, open out into straddle. Exhale, low back down, tailbone up, press your pubic bone into the block and pull low belly down. Inhale, reach your legs back up, set your head down, set your feet down, remove your block. Take a moment, let your knees windshield wiper side to side, let that go. Then roll all the way over onto one side and press yourself back up to a seat. All right, take your legs out into a straddle. Flex your feet, and then from here, set your right hand down on the inside of your right leg. Inhale, extend your left arm overhead. Exhale, wrap your left shoulder and arc your upper body over towards the right. Inhale, press down into your right palm, lift your ribs up. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale into your belly and into your hips. Exhale, draw your belly in slightly, reach through your thighs. Press into your right hand, inhale, come all the way back up and change sides. Left hand down, sweep the right arm overhead, inhale. Exhale, wrap your right shoulder, arc your upper body over towards the left. Relax your neck and breathe deeply into your right side ribs. Feel for creating space in between each and every rib on the right side. And use your breath to sparkle up the energy of your rib cage. Starting to light that flame. Press into left palm, raise all the way back up. All right, now just a little bit more core work before we move on to our flow. So what we're gonna do is place one hand on either side of the leg, and we're gonna lift the leg up and over as if you were lifting over yoga blocks. Now, if you have several yoga blocks and you'd like to set up a little like obstacle course for yourself, you can, but otherwise just imagine that you have these obstacles that you have to go over. So hands on either side of the right legs to begin. Point your right toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull your belly in, lift the right leg up, take it over one block, and then another, and then another, and then we'll take it back over. Again, if you're using an imaginary block, just kind of imagine the height. We'll do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale, take the leg up and over. 1, 2, 3, and then back over. 3, 2, 1. Set the leg down. Deep breath in. Last one. Exhale, lift it up. Over. 1, 2, 3, and back for 3, 2, 1. Set the leg down. In case your leg cramped, you can kind of give it a little love, a little bit of compression on the thigh. All right, now it's the left leg's turn. So if you have actual props that you are moving over, you can put them in place. Otherwise, just imagine where they are in your mind. All right, both hands frame the left leg. Point the toes. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift the leg up and take it over for 1, 2, 3, and back for 3, 2, 1. Set your leg down. Deep breath in. Exhale. Second set for 1, 2, 3, and back. 3, 2, 1. One more deep breath in. Last round. Exhale. Take it over for 1, 2, 3, and back for 3, 2, and 1. If you had props, actual props, not imaginary ones, go ahead and move them out of your way. And then place your hands straight out in front of you. Activate your legs by either pointing or flexing your feet. And then feel for externally rotating your thighs. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, start to make your way down into your fold. Inhale, breathe down into your sacrum. Exhale, roll your thighs out. Lengthen your tailbone back, reach your heart forward. And slowly walk yourself back up to a seat. Take your hands outside of your knees. Use your hands to help guide your knees in towards each other. And squeeze yourself in. All right. Now, if you have a wall close by, we're going to bring the back against the wall and use a block between your shins and squat at the wall, and then we'll go into some wrist stretches. If you don't have a wall close by, don't worry about it. You'll just come into a squat with the block between your shins, whether you're at the wall or not. So if you're using a wall, go ahead and sit against the wall like you're sitting in a chair. Grab your block and place it right between your shins. Now sit down nice and low, like you're in a 90-degree angle. Now starting with your right hand, take your left thumb to your pinky knuckle, wrap your fingers around your pinky, and then move your hand forward using your thumb to lightly traction the pinky back. Inhale, switch, catch onto ring finger. Exhale, spread the palm. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull the middle finger back. Inhale, switch. Exhale, index finger. Inhale, switch. Take all 5 fingers, catch onto your thumb, and then gently pull back and out with your thumb. Relax your shoulder and switch sides. Catch onto the pinky of your left hand with your right thumb, wrap fingers around, and then send the hand forward. Inhale, switch. Exhale, spread the bones of your hands. Inhale, switch, catching onto middle finger. Exhale, move your pinky and your thumb far apart. Inhale, switch. Exhale, starting to feel some burning in your legs. Last one. Catch onto your thumb and spread the palm forward. All right. Remove your block, place it to the side. Come on up to stand at the top of your mat, preparing for sun salutations. Moving right into sun salutation B or Surya Namaskar B. Bend your knees, inhale into chair pose. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half forward fold, lengthen your spine. Exhale, ground your palms, step back into plank. For this first one, come down to your knees, lower chest and belly all the way down at the same time. Untuck your toes. Slide your hands forward of your shoulders. Inhale, pull ribs forward and up. Exhale, pull ribs forward and down. Hands under shoulders, down dog. Send your hips up and back. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Ground the left heel down, rise up with your breath. Your left hip is moving towards the front of the mat, right knee is bent. Exhale, chaturanga, hands down, step back. Option to come down to the knees again. Lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Right heel grounds, rise up with your breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Hands lower down. Keep your chest open as you lower. Inhale, cobra. Use your back muscles to pull your ribs up. And exhale, pull ribs forward and down. Down dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Slow breath out. Send your heels down towards the mat to relax your neck. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, chair. Exhale, lengthen your legs, hands to your heart. All right, come back into your chair. Now reach your arms straight out in front of you, make a fist, and then flick out like you're flicking water. You can go a little bit fast. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Flick out for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep flicking, reach your arms up towards the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Full chaturanga, this time into up dog, or you can repeat coming down to your knees and taking cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward first this time, warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Chaturanga, exhale, hands down. Keep your chest open as you lower. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one. Left heel grounds down, rise up with your breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes, sink your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 deep breath in. 1 slow exhale. On no breath, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, Tittibhasana, lengthen your legs, hands to heart. All right, now grab your block. Come back into chair and reach your arms straight out in front of you, grabbing onto the block without your fingertips, but just grabbing with the heels of your hands. Send your hips back, tailbone down, pull the belly in. Now take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lift your arms up overhead, keeping your rib cage in. Inhale, lower the arms down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the block with your hands. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. This time, as you lift, push your shoulder blades up to your ears. Then lower them down, lower the arms. Exhale, lift. Shoulder blades up to your ears. Drop them down, arms forward. Last one. Exhale, arms up. Shoulder blades up, shoulder blades down, arms down, forward fold, remove your block. Inhale, half forward fold, lengthen your spine. Chaturanga, exhale, walk back to plank, lower down to hover. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one. Left heel grounds down, rise up. Chaturanga, exhale, hands down. Lower down to hover at 90 degrees. Inhale, roll over the toes, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward, right heel spirals down. Inhale, up into warrior one. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. On no breath, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, chair. Exhale, lengthen your legs, hands to heart. All right, open your arms out into a T. And have your palms facing down, start to circle your arms forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, circle it backwards. Squeeze your core in, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, transfer your weight into your right foot, lift your left knee to chest, circle your arms forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the foot down, switch legs, circle it backwards for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your legs down, set your hands down. Samastiti at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Forward fold, exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank. Bend your elbows. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Step your right foot between your hands. Rise up into warrior 2. Bend deeply into your front knee. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. And then take your arms out into a T. We're going to take warrior 2 with kite hawk. So on your inhale, rotate your shoulders open, palms up towards the ceiling, lift your chin. Exhale, rotate shoulders forward, let your chin fall. 2 more. Inhale, roll the heart open, lift your chin and chest. Exhale, rotate shoulders forward, palms back. And last one, inhale, roll open. Exhale, shoulders forward. Release your arms down, hands all the way down to the mat. Now your left hand will come onto the mat or onto a block close to your left foot. Right hand will come onto the right thigh close to the hip crease with your fingers pointing towards your knee. Now straighten out your right arm, setting up head to ankle prep. Begin to arc your ribs towards your left leg and relax your neck. Deep breath into your belly. Exhale, use your right hand to unclog your right hip. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, relax your neck and contract the left side ribs, creating more space in the right side body. Feel for lighting up the spark that's within your hips. Lighting up that passion. Release your right hand down and walk your hands to the top of the mat, coming onto the inside of your right foot. Stay high on your back toes, setting up Main Coon. Stay on your hands, or if you feel a little bit flexible today, lower down to your elbows. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards the midline. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head forward. Exhale, press your left heel back. Feel for stretching your body from head to heel. Now, anywhere that your body is touching the earth, your right foot, your elbows, or your hands, feel for pressing the earth away, staying nice and lifted in the pose. Now lower your hands back down if you were on your elbows. Step back into plank. From plank, lower all the way down to your belly. Diamond Cobra. Slide your hands forward of your shoulders, making a diamond shape with your index fingers and thumbs touching. On your inhale, pull your ribs forward and up, feeling your lats activate. Exhale, pull your ribs forward and down. Hands back under shoulders. Press yourself up onto knees and back into down dog. Now step your left foot between your hands. Come up into warrior 2. Ground your right heel down. This time taking bird wings. Elbows in by your ribs. Make sure that your elbows are actually connected to the frontal ribs. Inhale. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, pin your elbows to your ribs. Open your forearms out to the sides. Inhale, come back to center. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, squeeze your elbows in. Move your forearms out. Do that one more time. Inhale, relax. Come back to center. Exhale, squeeze your elbows. Open your forearms. Lower your hands down. Right hand towards your right foot. Left hand onto the left thigh, close to your hip crease. And then straighten out your left arm and arc your upper body towards your right leg. Take a deep breath in, breathing into your left hip. Exhale, unclog your left hip by moving your belly away from your thigh. Inhale into your low back. Exhale, feel for spreading your sit bones, making more space in the back. Use your breath to stoke the flames of the passion and the energy in your hips. Lower your hands down to the mat, and we'll come into Main Coon. Walk your hands to the inside of your left leg. Rise high onto your right toes. Extend your right leg back and squeeze your inner thighs towards the midline. You can either stay on your hands or lower down to your elbows. Lift up your right hip in line with the left. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head forward. Press your right heel back. Exhale, push the earth away, pushing through the left foot and your elbows. One more breath. If you were on your elbows, walk yourself back up onto your palms. Step your left foot back to meet right in plank. Shift your shoulders forward past your wrists. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the air out. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, inhale, chair. Exhale, lengthen your legs, hands to your heart. All right, standing balancing twist. Pour your weight into your left leg, place your hands on your hips, and lift your right knee up towards your chest. You have the option to place the left hand outside of the right thigh, or you can grab the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand. If you have the foot, extend the leg to whatever point you can, and start to twist your heart open, reaching your right arm back behind you. Inhale, lengthen up from the crown of the head. Exhale, pull belly in, deepen your twist. One more breath. Start to unwind. Release your right foot down to meet left, and then change sides. Press your weight into your right foot. Lift up your left knee. Again, either right hand to outside of thigh, or catch onto the outer edge of your foot. If you have the foot, extend your leg. Twist your heart open, and reach back with your left arm. Find a gazing point to stare at. Inhale, lengthen up from the crown of your head. Exhale, belly in to twist. Inhale, unwind. Release your left foot back down to meet right and come to the top of the mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, Chaturanga. If it's in your practice to jump back, land with your elbows bent. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Rotate all 10 toes to face towards the top of the mat. We're going to cycle through some ninja lunges or side lunges. Keep your feet grounded and then send your weight over towards the left side and walk it over to the right side. Taking it side to side, you can stay high on your fingertips or even with hands on blocks, or you can get low, sinking your hips close to your heel. All right, we're going to go to the left one last time. To the right one last time. And then rise all the way up. Rotate the right toes to the top of the mat, warrior two legs. Clasp your hands together behind your back for ostrich. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, dive your chest down between your legs. Reach your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Relax the crown of your head down towards the ground and activate your inner thighs. Full breath in. Slow breaths out. Half split. Lower your hands down to frame your right foot. Set your left knee down either directly onto the mat or onto some padding. Here, if you have blocks, you might like to place blocks underneath your hands. Dorsiflex your right foot so your toes are coming towards your shin. And then energetically drag your right heel back, feeling for plugging the femur bone, the thigh bone, into the hip socket. Inhale, reach your heart towards your toes. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, make more length, heart towards toes. Exhale, pull your belly in, fold a little deeper. Take one more breath here. To come out of the pose, bend into your right knee. Tuck your back toes under, step back to plank. Set your knees down, move your blanket out of your way, and then lie all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes and release your arms long by your sides with your palms facing up. Locust. Inhale, lift up your chest, lift up your legs. Exhale, squeeze your inner thighs together, maybe even getting the heels to touch. Inhale, lengthen from the crown of the head, let your chin drop down towards your chest. Exhale, hug the shoulder blades together. Release down, down dog. Press up onto your knees and back into down dog. Now step the left foot forward between your hands and sink your hips down into those ninja lunges. Walk it over to the right and over to the left. This time, start to come into a half bind or a full bind. Reach your left arm behind your back. Either reach your right arm up towards the sky or possibly take the right arm behind your back, catching onto fingertips or pieces of clothing. Inhale, roll the right shoulder open towards the sky. Exhale, sink your hips down. Come out and change sides. Send your weight all the way over to the right foot and then internally rotate your right shoulder. Take the right arm behind your back. Left arm either reaches up or that comes behind your back too. Inhale, roll the left shoulder open. Exhale, engage your inner thighs to lift. Release out, and then left toes point towards the top of the mat. Press yourself up into warrior two legs. Clasp your hands together, this time using your non-dominant grip, opposite pinky on top. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, hinge down into ostrich. Crown of your head aims towards the center of your mat. Press your knuckles either up towards the sky or maybe even overhead. Inhale into your low belly. Exhale, engage your core. Enlist the support of your legs and your core so that your neck can totally let go. Release your hands down. Half splits. Lower the right knee down, possibly onto padding. Extend your left leg forward, maybe hands on blocks. Inhale, reach your heart towards your toes. Exhale, soften your shoulders and come into your fold. Press your left heel down into the mat and plug your left thigh bone back into the hip socket. Inhale, extend the heart forward. Exhale, belly to spine as you fold. Rebend the left knee. Step back into plank. Move your props out of the way. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. extended side angle. Step your right foot between your hands and come up like you're going into Warrior Two. Place your right forearm on your thigh and sweep your left arm overhead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull your belly in, lengthen your tailbone down towards your heel. You can stay in this variation, or you can place your right hand down on the inside of your right leg, sweeping your left arm overhead. Full breath in. Exhale, reach. From here, start to make your way into your half bind. Reach your left arm behind your back. Inhale, open up the left shoulder towards the ceiling. Exhale, relax your neck. Now from here, coming into Bird of Paradise, snuggle your right shoulder under your right leg and catch onto fingertips behind your back. If that's not happening, you can use your strap. Look down and step your left foot to the top of the mat. Now stand on your left foot. Come up to standing, bringing your right leg up with you. Take your time coming up. And then once you're all the way standing, extend your right leg. Full breath in through the nose. Slow breath out. We're going to come out just as slowly, just as mindfully as we came in. So bend the right knee. Slowly lower down. Right foot lowers. Left foot steps back. Coming into bound extended side angle. And then lower both hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward past the wrists. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Step your left foot between your hands, setting up extended side angle. Rise up like Warrior Two. Place the left forearm on left thigh. Reach your right arm overhead. Inhale into your low belly. Exhale, pull your belly in, lengthen your tailbone down. Inhale into your right side ribs. Exhale, engage your core and reach. Option to bring the left hand down onto the mat. And we'll start to move into that half bind. Right arm behind your back. Inhale, open your right shoulder towards the ceiling. Exhale, press down into your legs. Now coming into Bird of Paradise. Take the left shoulder underneath the left leg, maybe grabbing onto fingertips. Look down, hop your right foot forward, stand on your right leg, and bring your left leg up with you. Inhale, lift up your chest. Maybe extend the left leg, maybe not. Breathe. Gaze on one spot. Release your left foot down and step back into extended side angle. Lower the hands down through plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Release down to your knees. Child's pose. Big toes touch, send the hips back towards your heels. Inhale, expand your breath, low into your belly. Exhale, allow your hips to settle down towards the earth. Inhale, breathe into your upper back. Exhale, relax your shoulders and your jaw. Breathe in a way that lights up that spark that's within you. Visualize a little flame beginning in your belly. And with each breath in, that flame gets just a little bit brighter, a little bit stronger. Walk your hands under your shoulders and rise up onto your knees. Press all the way back into down dog. Step your feet outside of your hands. And come on up to standing. All right, this is where we might need a strap, setting up for standing tortoise. So I'll show you how to get into this with a strap. And then for some of you that are more flexible, you may not need the strap. Basically, we'll start with the strap right behind your back. Your feet are set up a little bit wider than hip width distance, but not too wide. Make sure that all 10 toes are pointing forward. And then from here, we're going to snuggle the shoulders in as you come down into a forward fold. You'll start to hug one shoulder under and then the other shoulder under and grab onto your strap. If you can, easily reach fingertips. You'll grab fingertips. Once you're in the shape, press into your feet and start to straighten out your legs as much as you can. Relax your neck and breathe deeply into your core. To release, let go of your arms and come on down to a seat. Move your strap out of your way. Sit with your left leg extended straight out in front of you and catch onto your right shin. Right elbow around the right knee, left elbow around the right foot. If that's not happening, you can use your hands instead. Now take a moment and gently rock your leg side to side. Starting to warm up the hip joint. And then start to move your leg in little circles. And then circle the other direction. Now, catch onto the outer edge of your foot and drive your knee backwards. So your knee is coming just outside of your ribs and you're pushing it back as far as you can, almost like you're imagining getting ready to put your leg behind your head. From here, grab onto your foot with your left hand and set your right hand down. Press into your right palm and extend your right leg to whatever degree you comfortably can, opening up the left side of your chest towards the ceiling into compass pose. Now, if you're about here in this shape, that's totally fine. Just feel for opening and lifting up your elbow. All right, now getting ready for 8-angle pose or Ashtavakrasana. Take the right knee and hook it as high up onto your shoulder as you can get it. And then use your leg to squeeze onto your shoulder for dear life. Plant your hands into the ground. Cross your left ankle on top of your right and hook your feet together. Now you're going to do this a little bit faster than what I show, but at the same time, you'll lean forward, bend your elbows, lift your hips, and shoot your legs out to the side. So lean forward, lift your hips, bend your elbows, and shoot your legs out to the sides. And that's 8-angle pose. We'll do it again on the other side. Extend your right leg out. Catch onto your left leg. Again, wrapping the elbow around the knee, right elbow around the foot, or whatever you can grab. And then find a little rock side to side. Just starting to open up the hip. And then start to make circles, circling out the femur bone in the hip joint. And go both directions. And then catch onto the outer edge of your left foot and use your left hand to drive the knee backwards. So keeping the knee really close to your ribs, but then moving it straight back. Again, like you're imagining you're about to put your leg behind your head. Now right hand catches onto the outside of the left foot. Left hand grounds down in front of your left leg. Press into your left palm and start to open and stretch out the left leg, opening your chest towards the sky. Breathe through the right side body. Even if your knee is pretty bent, that's okay. Use your breath to open up. And then when you're ready, bend your knee and hook the knee on top of your shoulder as high up as you can. Then ground down through your palms, hook the right ankle on top of the left, flex both feet to create a lock. Now you're gonna lean forward, lift your hips, shoot your legs out to the side. It is much easier said than done. Lean forward, lift your hips, shoot your legs out, and bend your elbows to make a shelf. And then when you're ready, come on out. All right, take a quick breather, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Drop your chin down towards your chest, take an inhale. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale into your low belly. Exhale, pull your belly in and up. Open up your eyes. All right, your final pose before cool down is Firefly Pose or Tittibhasana. This pose can be done a lot of different ways. If you have some blocks, you can use blocks, you can use a wall, or you can use no props at all. This pose starts out very similar to that standing tortoise pose that we did earlier with the strap behind the back. So same foot distance apart, feet facing forward. You're going to plant your palms down right behind your heels. And I'll show you this from the side. Your triceps become a shelf. You'll sit down onto that shelf of your triceps and then kick your feet forward while pressing into your fingertips. So that creates the lift that you need for Firefly Pose. Now if you're looking at that pose going, I don't think so, that's okay. There's a lot of other variations that you can do with the wall, with blocks, and I'll show you those now. So another option is to use a stack of blocks. 3 blocks is usually good, maybe even 2 could be enough. Sit down on top of those blocks or books or whatever you've got, and then set up the same way. Hands behind your heels, squeeze your knees in towards your elbows, and then kick your feet forward. You're pressing your hips back into the wall and resting your hips on the blocks at the same time. Now, if you feel like you could do it without the blocks, scoot those to the side and then find that same setup. Hands behind your heels, then you'll slide your hips down the wall until your hips are resting on your triceps. From there, you'll kick your feet forward. So a couple different variations that you can play with there. Take a moment to try those, and then once you feel complete, we're going to meet back in downward facing dog. From down dog, slide your right shin to the top of the mat. Extend your left leg back, coming down into pigeon. Inhale, lift up your chest. Square off your hips, and if there's a gap underneath your right hip, pad it either with a block or your blanket or pillow. Exhale, make your way down into your fold. Rest your forehead either on stacked fists, stacked forearms, or directly down onto the mat. Flex your right toes back to protect your knee. And energetically, move your thighs in opposite directions. Right thigh reaching towards the top of the mat, left thigh reaching towards the back of the mat. And as you breathe in this shape, relax your neck and your jaw. And use that relaxation as a mirror for the way that you want your hips to feel. Open and juicy, relaxed. Slowly walk yourself back up, hands under shoulders, lift your chest. Left toes tuck, step back into down dog. Bend one knee at a time, just feeling any difference between your hips. Then slide the left shin to the top of the mat. Reach the right leg straight back, squaring off your hips. Again, if you have a gap underneath your left hip, place something under it. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, release down into pigeon. Reach back through your right leg, forward through your left leg. And flex the left toes back towards your shin to protect your knee. Breathe deeply through your belly. And imagine that fire building in your core. Fire creates transformation. So as you breathe here, ask yourself what it is that you're willing to let go of, what it is that you're willing to burn away in order to make space for that fullest, most authentic, happiest version of you. What are you willing to cleanse? Walk your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, lift up your chest. Right toes tuck. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Wiggle your hips a little, bend one knee at a time. Then release your knees down to the mat. Cross your ankles, sit back, and lie all the way down on your back in your final Shavasana. If you'd like a little bit of support for your knees, roll up your blanket and place that underneath your knees. This is actually support for the lower back. Once you're ready, lie down. Untuck your tailbone. Tuck your shoulders under. Let your palms face up, symbolic of receiving. Breathe deeply into your belly. And allow your body to come into true rest. There is nothing left for you to do here. Nothing left to fix. Where you are right now is perfect. Allow yourself to sink into the shape. Sink into your mat. Sink into the moment. Nothing left to fix. Where you are right now is perfect. Allow yourself to sink into the shape. Sink into your mat. Sink into the moment. And as you breathe in your Shavasana, start to visualize that flame. Maybe it's just a candle flame flickering in your belly. Maybe it's big, like a campfire. See this beautiful flame growing inside you. This flame that represents your path, your purpose, your life force. And as this flame becomes brighter, realize that you are getting closer and closer and closer to the fullest potential of yourself, your highest potential self, your highest sovereign self. You are getting closer every day, every time that you step on your mat, to realizing your dreams. Each deep breath that you take feeds this fire within. So take a deep breath. Exhale, sigh it out. And start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, lighting up your body with movement. Roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles, and softly turn your head from side to side, reawakening your spine. Take a deep breath in and stretch your arms over your head like you just woke up from a nap. Point your toes and stretch your whole body long. Exhale, roll onto your left side in a fetal position. Use your left arm as a pillow, bend your knees. And take a moment here to honor one thing that you feel grateful for today. Maybe just the simple fact that you made it onto your mat. And then with gratitude in your heart, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Place your hands together at your heart in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. The light in me honors, respects, and loves the light within you. Namaste. Thanks so much again for practicing with me today. My name is Adriana Lee. Subscribe to this channel for more videos. Namaste.